皆さんおはようございます。こんにちは。こんばんは。寒鳥。ははははは。Why is it so cold? I don't know. Working hands. Working hands. 新種のポケモンですね。おめでとうございました。やっぴやっぴやっぴやっぴやっぴやっぴや。はい。Same size as a hamburger steak. Okay, so hi guys, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. 皆さんおはようございます。こんにちは、こんばんは、どうも、踊りです。I'm going to be working on this drawing. I'm going to be adding the line art to it, so hopefully it'll go well. If I mess up on the line art, then that's sad news. But, that's okay. We'll see how it goes. はい、ということでこちらの、ペン入れをしていこうと思います。まあね、今ね、鉛筆になってるんですけど、上から色鉛筆で色を塗っていくので、まあもちろん色鉛筆と、普通の鉛筆だとちょっとね、滲んでしまう可能性があります。混ざってね。なので、ペンで先に、すべてきれいになぞった後で、色塗りを始めていこうと思います。I'm gonna use this pigment liner that I always use for... Hi, good morning. So yeah, I'm gonna use this pigment liner that I always use for most of my line art, so. Are you happy? Uh-huh, yeah, sure, whatever.
そんな照れなくていいのよ。
誰も照れてはないですね、別に。I don't know what to start from. Anything is okay, actually.
Have fun, man.
ありがとう、楽しむよ。
I love you.
I love you too, man. You're gonna do great. Have fun.
もういい。
もういい。もういいよ。
あ、エナフ。
うんふん。もういいよ。
似てるね、やっぱ猫ちゃんの鳴き声。すごいわ。私も行くわ。マオ。
似てるよ。それ何？犬？
うん。チーズ。I love you, man.
I love you too.
Have fun.
You have fun
Goodbye.
too, man. Goodbye.
じゃあ。待って、明日で終わるじゃん。大好きや。
大好き。Oh, so I think you guys remember me saying that I was gonna update my fourth wall store, but then I just thought of something actually. Like, wouldn't it be better to have like a big update where I just put up all the Valentine's Day goods too all at once? Like at the beginning of February, like I was thinking of doing like, a monthly update at the end of the month, but then that wouldn't be nice. Like I'm not working on Valentine's Day goods now. And like releasing those at the end of February would be a little too late, like how I did for the Christmas characters. So I'm thinking of having a big update like at the beginning of February instead. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not sure if I think I'm gonna go with that plan though. 今ね、新しいグッズをちょっとデザインしてるんですけど、バレンタインとこうまとめて更新した方がいいんじゃないかなと思ってて、これなんでかっていうと、なんだっけ。よいしょ。バレンタインのさ、グッズをさ、2月の終わりに更新しても意味ないやんっていう話になっちゃうので、なのでそれでいこうかなって思ってます。Are you gonna do the line art over the sketch or tracing it later? I am just doing the line art now like this, and it's gonna stay this way. I'm not gonna be adding any more. How many many categories and subcategories can you have on fourth wall? Oh, like at the top where I'm all like, you know, the Hungry Demon series and stuff like that. I think you can add as many as you want, but that doesn't mean that it looks good, like on your site, you know. Like I have quite a lot now on my fourth wall store, you know, but like it's kind of getting a little too much, so I don't think I'll add any more like categories, at least. Yeah, like holidays is a category, but your subcategories would be Halloween. I don't know if you can. I don't think you can add subcategories. Like, because I put them all together as just holiday items or like seasonal items, I think now. And you can't like add like a tab that can be connected to that, you know, and say like Halloween and Christmas. You can't like separate it like that. I need to make like, they don't have subcategories, I think. Or I may not be paying attention, so. But I am pretty sure that they would like say if they had that as an option, and I haven't seen it, you know, so. Because over time, you're going to have a lot of stuff in your Halloween category. That is true, yes, it is. This drawing is... I'm drawing this with the theme for Valentine's Day, so we have like sweets and strawberries, chocolate covered strawberries, and roses, and the whole color scheme is going to be like red, pink, and brown, I think. Those three colors mainly. We're gonna use other colors too, but the three main colors are gonna be those three, I think, so. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Sorry, the internet wasn't working for me.ちょっとこういう風に持ちますね。見にくいんだよね。で、眉毛はさ、こっちやった方がいいよね、多分。Why is the internet so slow? Sorry guys. I'm trying to fix it, but... Oh. Oh, there we go. They can fix now maybe, hopefully? ちょっと私消しゴム持ってくるの忘れたからそれだけ持ってきていいですか？ I forgot to bring my eraser because I'm gonna erase something. Okay. この子のね目でね若干しくじっていますので早速ね上からカバーしていきます。I made a mistake on her eyes a little bit, so we're just gonna cover it real quickly. Try to fix it. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then we'll just use another page. Not a big deal. So we're just gonna wait for that to dry and see if we can add line art over it. So it's just gonna stay like that. A little creepy, but that's okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.こっちはチョコレートだよね、確かね。Mm-hmm. Mm. これさマジさ顔はこっちのペンでやった方がいいと思うけどまあまあまあまあまあ。Okay. ちょっと一旦失礼しますね。ちょっと待って。よいしょ。で、これだけしっかります。ちょっと待ってくださいね。 somehow fixed that. A miracle. But it worked, so that's all that matters. Yay! Okay, good. I can see, like, I just thought of something random just now. But, like, I've been streaming Animal Crossing for a couple of months already. And I always think that, Animal Crossing is interesting. But in terms of my reaction, I think if I played, like, Poppy Playtime or something, it would be a lot more entertaining. Don't you think, Mom?
Well, I mean, maybe, but you wouldn't have as much fun.
That is true.
And everyone loves watching you do that stuff, even though it's like a calm thing. I love watching you make those kind of do everything and design different rooms and stuff. You know? Got no worries.
Which way should I go? This way? It's okay. I really do not want the ink to smear, but like I have a bad feeling that it will. Not now, like towards the end, Those accidents always happen towards the end for some reason. Well, it is true. Poppy Playtime would be more exciting. Animal Crossing New Horizons is a chill environment for chatters to relax. Oh, thank you. We will want to watch anything you play, Audrey. If you want to play something else, that's awesome. And I would not want to play Poppy Playtime, actually, no. ちょっと待ってよ。Oh. Sometimes I look at my brush sketch and I'm like, what is going on here? Hui. So quiet. Because I'm way too focused.
That's good. You're doing hard work.
I actually like doing the line art first though, because by doing this, like, you know, even if I make a mistake, I just need to do the line art again, you know? If I make a mistake after I've colored everything and then I did a line art, then it's a disaster. Both ways aren't the best thing though.眉毛ずれた。まあいいや。Now your face. Wow. Nice.おてておてて。そのそれに変わっていく。Oh yeah. Wait, so you're trying to match this, the Audrey, this to this song that's playing in the background now? Audrey, Audrey, Audrey des. Audrey, Audrey, Audrey des. Actually, that does match. Why? uh, chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Wow. Maisie. Maisie. Oh, that one. That one too. And it matches this song too. Anything matches Audrey, Audrey, Audrey does. Audrey, Audrey, Audrey does. Happy, happy every day. Audrey, Audrey, Audrey does. That's a song from Purikyo. So I saw something on the internet, and I think there will be a lot of opinions saying that they did not agree with it, because I actually don't either. But it was this video about My Hero Academia, you know, and I was watching it, and in the comment section, people are like, "Man, I haven't seen this girl in the recent episodes for some reason, you know," and you kind of know why they haven't seen her in the recent episodes or drawings. It's because she's probably not alive anymore. And I'm not saying who, so it's not a spoiler. You know, people die, okay? That's something that happens in the anime. I'm sorry, but most animes, unless if it's about like school, you know, most of the animes have someone dying. So that's something else. But people in chat, or not chat, but you know, in the comment section are saying, dude, she's dead. That's why she's not in the recent episodes. And I'm like, whoa, that's kind of a spoiler. You don't need to tell them that, you know? But then, so other people were like, hey, that's a spoiler. You shouldn't say that, you know? They might have not seen it yet, you know? And then the guy who replied said this: if it has been on air as an anime series, and that is the most recent episode and it has been up already, then you don't call it a spoiler because it's already out, and if you haven't seen it, it's your fault. I'm like, whoa. I don't know about that. See, I don't know about that one, but I do kind of get his point, because like he's basically trying to say, if you like this anime, then you should already have been seeing the recent episode, the most recent one, you know? And I get that, but you know, some people are busy, they might have not seen it yet, you know? Oh, yeah, what if you hadn't had time to see it? Yeah, like, you know, so I was kind of like, when I read that comment, I was kind of like, oh, that's, But like in Japan, it's so common for people to spoil what happens in the anime because they've already read all the manga, you know? So there's that too. Like I see a lot of people in America just, you know, when they start off with a new series, they start off by watching the anime more than reading the manga, because buying the manga in America is really hard because it's pretty expensive and they don't have all of them available, you know? But in Japan, manga is like really easy to get access to, you know? So people have like been maybe reading the whole series for My Hero Academia, and it just finished like, you know, last year, you know? So I think the guy who's saying it is trying to say, at least they didn't spoil everything from the manga. It's actually out as an anime now. So I wouldn't call it a huge spoiler, is what he's trying to say. But I'm still like, that's still wrong. But I think that's what he was trying to say, you know, because it is true that people in Japan tend to like, you know, when the anime series just started, but then they want to like kind of like show that they know more, you know. They come in and say, hey, I read all the manga and this is what happened, so. I'm okay with most of spoilers out there. I don't get like bothered by them most of the times, but I can't accept the ones for sports anime. Like because it's just like who wins, you know? And then if you know that, everything is ruined. Don't you agree with me, Mom?
What's that?
Like for most of the spoilers for most of the manga and anime I'm okay with, but for Haikyuu I'm not okay with it.
I'm not.
Because I don't want to know who wins before I watch the whole season, you know?
That's true. Yeah. I think some things you definitely just don't want spoilers. Other times you're like, yes, please. I want to make sure that somebody's not going to die or it's going to be useless for me to watch all this if I know somebody's going to die. Or they're going to make the story stupid, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, people make the story stupid. And you're like, why did I waste all my time watching this just for you guys to ruin it?
Mm-hmm. It's better not to read the comments, definitely. I learned that when I was reading Harry Potter. I was just trying to look for some cute images, fan art, you know? And then spoilers hit me in the face. And like it's hard because Harry Potter had been out for like years when I started reading it. So people saying that, hey, it's your fault for not reading it earlier, it actually does work because it had been out for a while. That's like saying like, hey, I don't know what happens in Romeo and Juliet, you know, and you're like, well, they both die. And then they get mad because of that, you know? When it's like when it's been out for a certain amount of time, I can see why people would say spoilers are allowed, you know. That's how I feel like about Ghibli movies a lot. In my opinion, like Spirited Away has been out for like years. Or if you do have to comment, maybe write spoiler alert before you say something. Yeah, I know, right? Like they have no manners. Zero. But even if I think that people should know what happens in Spirited Away, I would never just go up to them and say, hey, did you know that this is a story about this and then she dies? Like, I mean, she doesn't actually, so that's not a spoiler. But, like, you know, if she did in the story, I would never go up to them and say that, you know? So, like, I just feel like people don't have manners. So what is a good time period to wait before spoiling? I don't think time really has to do with anything, unless if it's like Romeo and Juliet level, you know? Like, I think you should first ask politely, have you seen this? And then if the person says no, then you could say, are you okay with spoilers? And then that person might say yes. Then you can spoil it. Which I know is a pain in the butt because you just want to talk about what you like, you know, without thinking too much, you know, but when I would go to the theater to see a movie, there's always that one person would talk with their friends about the entire movie I'm about to watch. So that is so annoying. Although, like, I can't decide which one is more, like, annoying. Like, when this is when Kate was still a kid, so it makes sense why she was like this. But we were watching, the girl who, what leapt through time? Is that what you call it, Mom?
Yep.
We're watching that, and it's a great movie, you know. And it was like at the most, like, you know, sad moment, and I'm all crying, you know. But it is a slightly complicated story, and I could see why, you know, kids in elementary school wouldn't understand it. But Kate just looked at me and said, why the hell are you crying? It's not sad at all. I don't get it. And I'm like, and why the heck are you asking me that question when I'm crying? Kate and I have a couple of funny episodes that we always remind ourselves about. That's one of them. And then there's this other one where Kate and I used to play Minecraft together, you know, at night before we went to sleep. But we don't anymore because like she still likes Minecraft, but she's not like as into it like she was. And we already like went against most of like we went against the Ender Dragon and all the other monsters in Minecraft. So but there is this one. Oh, I do not remember his name. I don't know. Do you guys play Minecraft? Because there's this one that has like 3 heads, and they all like look like that kind of. There's this enemy, okay? And like there's a way to like you create him yourself and then you go against him and then he drops something, I think, you know? And it was after we cleared the Ender Dragon, and then we were going against this monster, and like I am generally not that good at playing games, so I just kept dying over and over and over again, you know. And if you have played Minecraft, you would know. But when you die, you drop all of the things you had in your pocket, basically, kind of, you know, or your inventory is what I should say. Maybe we're not playing Animal Crossing, Audrey, but. Yes, the Wither boss, the black skeleton boss with 3 heads. Yes, thank you, that one. We were going against that one, and I just sucked at it. But then Kate was just like, you know, slaying him, like, you know, she knew what to do. She was an expert, you know, so she was doing great. But right when she killed him, I died, okay? And then I respawned again, you know, because you respawn where you put your bed. And I put the bed right next to where he was, the Wither boss. And that is where. Oh, and I was gonna go pick up all the things I dropped because I died right next to him, you know? So I went there. But I accidentally picked up all the things that he dropped when Kate killed him, too, you know? And then so it looked like I stole all of the credit, like, you know, like I kind of like stole the experience. Not, I don't think you can steal any of the experience points, but like I stole a lot of the things he dropped, basically, or like the main thing he dropped. I'm like, hey Kate, look what I found! Like I'm like I have no clue that she already killed him, and I'm like, where is he? And she's like, I killed it. Why do you have that in your pocket? You didn't do anything. And I'm like, oh, burn, man. Yeah, that is true. I just kept dying, and then respawning, and then dying, and then respawning. So like, yeah. That was definitely an oops moment. I'm like, oops, sorry, Kate. Like, I didn't mean to pick that up. I was just trying to pick up the things that I had dropped, but yeah, that was funny. I would never watch Madoka Magica with anyone else. I don't want them to see me crying like a baby. That's the same for Violet Evergarden. But then I watched that with Kate. And then we're just both crying like babies. But Kate doesn't cry though. She like never cries when she's watching an anime. Like more than visual things, like she like cries when she listens to music and like when she reads. So like I think her imagination has to do with triggering her to cry, maybe? I don't know. Or reading letters. Oh, you can't say anything. Way to go, Audrey. Ah! Ah, れれどこだ？おったおったおった。Now, I did make a mistake for one part of this, but I think we can get around it. Hopefully. Mm-hmm. Okay. Moving on to my own face. Now, even if I make a mistake on my own face, that'll just be funny because it's my own face, you know? When I'm drawing other characters and I make mistakes, that bugs me. keep thinking that today is a Sunday. Soda.優しい君は一見みんなの夢守るためHow many minutes? Oh, it's almost an hour. Kate always has shorts on. ケイトちゃんはいつも半ズボンですからね。Last character. Oops, sorry. Wow. What's the funniest video game you've played with your family? Gang Beasts. I would say Gang Beasts. Like in terms of like just being funny, right? Yeah. That's really funny because you just push each other off and like the movement of each of the characters is just hilarious. Dad didn't seem to like it that much, but I thought it was really funny. Can't speak, but yeah. I thought it was really funny. So her hair should be over her glasses? Yes. Because when I have my hair, I do not have it behind my glasses, so just gonna draw over her glasses a little. Wait. I've seen that. Isn't it funny? The way they move is just hilarious. Like, I don't know who thought of it, but it's such a funny not movie, game. My favorite game is ones that don't have action in them. I like visual novel games. So like a lot of people do not call those games because basically it's like a book that you read but you choose the path of where, and it has visuals with it, you know? So there's not that much programming that has to do with it. I actually made my own visual novel game and I know for a fact that not that many coding involved. But yeah, I like games that have like more than just like, you know, like Gang Beast does not have a story behind it, you know, or Towerfall maybe does, but it's not like the main point of it. It's just like having fun, you know. I like those games, but I prefer games that have like a well written story behind it, like. And I said it out loud. It has to be well written though. So I played Final Fantasy 16 last year. No, the year before that. Yeah, and I fell in love with that. It had action in it, but the story was just so good, and the visuals were beautiful too, of course. And like up until then, I've only played the visual novel games, you know. So like, and my favorite visual novel game was one that is called Shuen no Virushu, which is I have like an unboxing video. I think that's how you spell it in English, at least. Not English, but Romaji, you know. Shuen no Virushu. That's one of my favorite games. I love the artwork from it, and I love the whole story behind it. It's like it takes place in the future. Not future, but necessarily. It's like in a different kind of in the future. It's like a mix of both. It's in a completely different world where people, for some reason, die at the age of 23. And because they kept just dying at the age of 23, this really smart scientist figured out a way to take your memory, back it up on a computer, and make a clone of your body and then download the backed up memory. So you could basically live another 23 years or so with the new body that you have. Like, isn't that such a creepy but unique idea? And the whole reason why everyone could only live for 23 years was really interesting too, and it was a really well-written visual novel game. Like, in my mind, visual novel games are just like set on, especially the ones in Japan for girls, you know, are meant for like just having like a romantic relationship with one of your favorite characters, you know, like that's the whole point of it. But this one had an amazing scenario behind it, and it was really interesting. And you could tell that they really thought deeply about how the story is going to go and all the connections and why this had to be this and why the main girl is so important, you know. Everything connected in the end. And then when like everything connects in the end like a beautiful puzzle, it makes you so happy, you know. So that is why that was my favorite game up until I played Final Fantasy 16. And I do not want to compare those because they're completely different types of games, but Final Fantasy 16 cannot be beaten that easily in my mind. I think it just has to do with the fact that that was the first action game that I played. I played Persona 5 Scramble too, and that was really good. But the thing is, that's supposed to be the second game, and I didn't play the first one, so like there were some parts in the story where I was like, okay, you're referring to something that I do not know, which was stupid. But yeah, those two are my favorite games, I would say. I think you would like Final Fantasy VII series. We actually have it. I have it on my computer. I haven't played it yet, but I do have it. I really want to... Dad keeps saying that too. He says I'll like 7 and I'll like 10, right, Mom?
Uh-huh.
Mom's like, ah.
Those are pretty good. I mean, the rest of them are also really good too. All good.
I think Dad has 7. Doesn't he have the remastered or the remake version?
Yes, he does.
On PS5?
I think so, yeah.
I would love to go in and steal his PS5 for a few minutes, but he's really into this game now, and he's like he walks and he walks in place and he plays the game at the same time. So he's like exercising and playing at the same time, which is really cool. But yeah, like when I was playing Final Fantasy 16, he didn't have a game that he was that into, you know, but now he's really into this one, so I don't want to bug him. I'll wait to start Final Fantasy 7 later on maybe, but what did you accomplish today? Oh, I've been working on just the line art so far. And I'm almost done. Yippee! It's going pretty well, except this part. I made a mistake on her face, and I used this white pen to fix the mistake, but I don't know if I can color it with color pencils, so her eyes might just need to be colored with, I don't know, Copics, maybe? We'll see how it goes. Walking and playing the game is hard. I know. I don't know how he does it. But then sometimes I look at him and I notice that he's not walking because it's like the action part is too hard. And you can just hear him breathing. He's like, like a, I don't know, an angry dog. I'm not making fun of him though. Thank you so much, Joanna, for $5. That's super nice. Says, I listened to 1970s J-pop today. Anyway, I'll see you all later. I must grab dinner. Well, I hope you have a great meal. And thank you, Orlando. That is super kind. Your dad sounds like a legend. Oh, he is. I have to say that I have my dad's personality. It's funny, this is how we work. And we're exactly the same. But, like, when we both have a new idea, we get really, really, really excited about it. And we all talk about these huge dreams that we have, you know, and, you know, it's actually, most of the times, it is really a good idea. And, like, we talk about it a lot to dad, and, to mom and Kate, you know. And they both agree that it is a good idea, but then we start it, and we're really good at starting things, but then we never finish it. So, that's the personality that I have and that dad has. Like, we're exactly the same. And on top of that, I also have a little bit of mom's personality where mom is really smart, you know, unlike me. So there's that difference there. But like we we always, mom, you can relate to it, but like we always save things to do like at the last minute.
True.
I have that too. I'm like,
Sorry, Audrey.
oh man, I could do it later. It should be okay. And then we do get it done, actually. We both do get it done. It's just really last minute, so it's kind of tight all the time. But we do get it done, so at least we get it done at least, you know, but yeah. So, like, I have a combination of those two. But, like, I don't know what to say, like, this is what dad says, but he's like, why do you always have to get, like, the bad parts of me? And I'm like, I don't consider it a bad part. I think it's actually pretty nice, you know, because we can always have big ideas, and we might not accomplish all of them, but at least we have ideas, you know? Now, I don't know where Kate got her personality from, though. That's a mystery, because she has great ideas, and she makes them happen. She doesn't like planning, but she moves. So without any plans, she finishes everything. And the thing is, mom likes to plan.
That's true.
Dad doesn't like to plan, but he doesn't get anything done. I mean, he does get some things done, but not everything that he wanted to, you know? If Kate sets a deadline, she definitely finishes it by then. So, like, I don't get where she got that personality from. She might have just, like, had it, just, like, it was maybe a limited edition just for her.
Feels like that now.
Yep. So like the main point that Kay has is to finish it. And then I say, you know, I want to finish it, but I want the quality to be like really, really, really good. Or I'm not satisfied, you know? So like Dad always says, man, if you guys just added both of your personalities and then divided it perfectly, it would have been a perfect ratio. But then we're a little off, which makes us us, so. Limited edition, yeah. Kate's the limited edition. This special one, like the games out there, you know, when they have the limited edition available. Thank you so much, Danny Williams, gifting $1 user membership to someone. That is super kind. It went to Carolina, I think. So congratulations and thank you so much. Okay, so let's delete, erase. Excuse me. I'm using terms for digital art. For erasing the, what do you call this stuff? Pencil art. Rough sketch. There we go. Ooh. I don't like doing this part because I accidentally caused the paper to tear into pieces. So please.マジこの瞬間がね、気持ちいいと同時にとても怖い。あー、頼むからさ、破れたりしないでね。たまに破れるんだよ、紙が弱いからさ。この紙に書こうとしてる時点でね、外れなんだけどね、脳みそが。Audrey, thanks to you and Kay for playing my Patreon request yesterday. That was awesome. No, thank you. We had so much fun. It's an epic song. I think Endo liked it too. Oh, why did I forget to dry? See, when we erase things, we noticed that we forgot to add some certain details, like their mouth. It's kind of important, maybe. Seems like your dad is the only one in your family without a YouTube channel. Why is that? That is because he is not comfortable showing his face. And he could have, I mean, I am just going to say that he does have a channel, actually. But no one knows that it is him, and I did not plan on telling you guys what it is, so. But it has to do with, like, teaching English and stuff like that, so. He wants to, his goal is to get views and subscribers without the help of this channel, basically, sort of, but. Oops, sorry. I was planning on making this channel actually private too. Not private, but you know, not letting anyone know that it was connected to Aji123 Talks. But then Dad's like, dude, you're not gonna get 1,000 subscribers that easily. You should just show your face, show people that it is you. And I'm like, but actually, yeah, that is a good idea. And I did that. And then now I can do these streams without worrying. Like, I think if I did it secretly, I wouldn't be able to stream, you know? Because people can tell who you are by your voice. And where I live. Kind of obvious, so. Clean it up. Wow! Okay, I'm so sorry to the other side of the page. Are you okay? It's okay. It's good. It's beautiful. It's always been like that. That's how my sketchbook is treated every day. I apologize, sketchbook. That was just, I'm sorry, that was just hilarious. Like, how did that happen? What? Okay, anyways, let's make sure I'm looking at it now. Oh, it's so pretty, Aji! どこかね、ミスったんだけど、どこかわかる？直したんだけど、多分紙の円号を変えたらわかる。
わかんない。どこ？
この目なんだけど。
What?
I made a mistake, you know, so I used this to cover it and then I drew over it again.
It's sparkly.
It's a little sparkly.
Yeah, but
Is that
that's yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah, I can't tell unless you turn it like that.
If you don't turn it, it's not obvious, is it?
No, not at all.
Are her eyes weird though?
Nope, not at all. They look beautiful. Kawaii. You done with the stream already?
No.
Oh, sorry. Hi, everybody. Looks really, really cool. Oh, so pretty.
Do you think I should redo the whole thing just to fix her eyes?
Oh, God, no. I think it looks perfect, and you can't even tell. If you hadn't told me, I wouldn't have known, you know? Not at all.
Okay, let's clean this up. Head of the nurse is here.
That's right. That's my nickname. Sorry, sweetie.
Okay. Looking good. Now, did I hurt you? I apologize. No, I didn't. It looks good. Okay. So, the sketch or the drawing looks like this so far. 今のところ絵はこんな感じです。 Okay, so I'll be adding some color to this starting from tomorrow. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll go well. 明日から色塗り始めます。よろしくお願いします。楽しみだね、色塗り。
It's gonna be so cool. And cute.
Don't you like my drawing of the wither? The wither? Is that what you call it?
Oh, yeah.
With the 3 heads?
The wither skeleton.
Yeah, and then the wither skeleton like boss kind of.
Oh, yeah. What was his name?
I don't remember.
I can't remember. Something.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much nice comments and for all donations. I'll see you guys again on Kate's live today, and I'll be doing another drawing live tomorrow, so keep finding spots that I forgot to do the line art for, but I think it should be okay. Okay. ウィザーだよね、ウィザー。いいでしょ、ウィザー。ちょっと待ってね。皆さん見てくださって、皆さん見てくださってありがとうございました。優しいコメント、ドネーションも本当にありがとうございました。先ほど今、投稿しました。私はこういったイラストなどを使用したグッズを販売しています。Fourth Wall というお店から購入できますので、よければチェックしてみてください。URL が多分出てくると思います。で、この後、12時半か10それ過ぎぐらいに、メインチャンネルの方で妹が配信をします。今日は妹がお絵描きをするので、よければそちらもチェックしてみてください。Oh, well, explains why that didn't work. You gotta spell it right, Audrey. My goodness. Okay. So, if you guys are interested, I have new merch available on my store that is called Fourth Wall. I have drawings like these that I work on during the streams or outside of the streams. So, I'll be updating the store at the beginning of February with some goods that I designed for January and for Valentine's Day. So, this should be a part of it as well. I'll update it when I'm done with this drawing. So, okay. ということでね、皆さん見てくださって、ありがとうございました。Oh, and after this, around 12 for us, so like an hour and a half. So like 12:30 maybe. Kate will be streaming on our main channel that is called Audrey123 Talks. We mainly stream music, so if you're interested, please check that out as well. Okay, well, I'll see you guys again later. Thank you. Bye bye.